Speak up, reach out, go vote, show out.
From your neighbor to City Hall,
reach out, go vote, show out.
serving people is what it's all
Reach
about.
out, go vote, show out.
Frankfort civic proud.
Speak up, reach out, go vote, show out.
From Capitol Halls to Bourbon Balls, this is the City of Frankfort podcast for the Frankfortians. We're swapping stories and spilling the tea and celebrating the quirks that make Kentucky's capital the best hometown around. Welcome to the City of Frankfort podcast. I'm Alex, and today we're joined by the MVP of City Hall, our City Clerk Chermie Maxwell. We're talking all about how to crack the Code of Ordinances. Today we're going to break down what a city ordinance is and how it works and how you as a Frankfortian can crack the code. Welcome, Chermie. We're excited to have you as a guest on our pod today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Okay, we're going to jump right into it.
Okay.
You're affectionately referred to as the glue that holds City Hall together. So tell me about your day-to-day life. Tell me about how you became the city clerk and what you do every day.
Okay, so I became the city clerk in 2015.
2015. Yes.
11 years.
Yes.
So 2015. I've been here for a long time, but that's how long I've been clerk. A little bit before of my role, is that what?
Yeah.
Talk a little
Well,
bit about
I guess
my role.
I feel the people may not know what the city clerk does. We all know
So-
how much you do, but
Yeah.
tell everybody else how much you do.
Yeah, I do quite a bit, and it's kind of hard to put it all down
Yeah.
on paper. So I tried to kind of write some notes here to try to cover some of it. So first and foremost is my open records request, which are kind of out of control.
Yes.
There are 350
Yes.
so far for the year. We'll probably hit 500.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So open records are like document. If a citizen wants city information, they request an open record.
Correct.
Whether it be a police report or a contract that somebody bid on, anything like that.
Right.
It's public record. You just have to request it, right?
And I'm the custodian of records,
Right.
so everything
You have to
comes
make sure it's
through
legit
me.
and legal, yeah.
Correct. So there's a lot of, laws and exemptions and different things that can happen.
Yeah.
So everything kind of flows through me, no matter what the request is. I do work for the Board of Commissioners, so I draft their agendas, do minutes, gather items for the agendas, work with the city attorney, city manager. We do various issues, topics. I also help out the Board of Ethics and the Human Rights Commission with their meeting notices and get those distributed to the public in case they want to come to a meeting.
Right.
And then also, you write what your plan is for the day, but things happen, and some days you don't get anything done that you wanted to get done.
I understand.
Because there are so many other things that are thrown at you that you have to take care of right away. I have
Yeah.
a lot of deadlines on certain things, so
I'll make a
gotta take
list,
care of
and
them.
at the end of the day, nothing will have been
That's
marked
right.
off my list.
That's right.
It's so frustrating,
right.
but it's just
it's
part of the job.
Part of the job. That's the way it goes.
And you stay busy because, really, like putting an agenda together sounds simple, but
Oh, no.
you have to put an agenda together for all the city departments, which really means, I don't think people know that the Parks Department, Public Works with the streets, police, fire, sewer, like the list goes on.
Yeah.
We're local government.
That's
So
right.
it's for everybody that's involved in local government. It's not just a particular department. So
It's not. So it is. It's agendas. It seems like we're always working on an agenda.
Yeah.
So, one meeting ends. We had a meeting last night. Then, of course, I have to go through all the documents after the meetings, get all that distributed. So a lot of people think after the meeting it's done. It's not. I still have to work. Sometimes it takes me 2 or 3 days to go through the documentation from the meeting and get it out there to the public or whoever needs it,
Right.
to the staff, public, or whatever, and get everything taken care of. So that's a whole other thing too.
I think that's the reference to you being the glue because you got to keep up with all of us.
I guess
We're all
that's the
always
glue.
needing and asking for
know.
something, aren't we?
Sometimes I feel like my glue's dried up. So, I don't know, but
Okay, so you've had a long history besides this with the city. Tell us how you got in this role and like your past, what you did before this, I guess.
okay. So when I started here was 2002, and I just happened to answer an ad. I just moved back from Florida. We'd lived down there 14 years. Moved back from Florida back to Frankfort, which I grew up here, and answered the ad in the paper, and came for an interview and got hired in planning. So that's how I started in planning.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did I know that?
You knew that.
In
Yeah,
planning.
in planning. So I was
Okay.
in planning, and up till I think around 2006 or 7, Glenna Sandifer retired in Public Works. So I went for her job and got the administrative aid in Public Works. So I did that until the city clerk job came open, and interviewed for that, and the rest is history. So.
That's where I remember you. That's where I met you.
Yeah.
That's where I fell in love with you.
Yeah,
was in Public
well,
Works.
no, I think you were. Yeah, I met you when I was in Public Works.
Yep.
And
I was a teeny bopper.
Yeah, you were.
I got sucked into this
Oh, you
too.
still are. Yeah. Yeah. I've got all my gray hairs from here. So I had brown
So
hair.
I'll have something to blame it on.
I had brown hair when I started as clerk, and now I have pretty much.
We
gray
love
hair,
our jobs.
So, yes, I do. I love working for the citizens of Frankfort, but
Yeah.
you have to have a servant's heart.
Yes.
To work in municipal government.
Yeah.
and,
We
you know,
laugh
for
all the
city.
time that you have to have
Yeah.
a particular demeanor to do
You
this,
do.
I think.
You really do.
Yeah.
You definitely do.
So let's just talk specifically about stuff.
Okay.
What exactly is an ordinance?
So our local ordinances local ordinances in Kentucky are laws which are enacted by the city and county governments, and it addresses local issues, public safety, just a whole array of issues depending on what, somebody can bring one forward for the Board of Commissioners to look at. Anybody can bring up an ordinance if it's
Right.
a new idea.
So it's not like it's a law or a rule. It's not like a criminal thing like policing and all that, but it's like a rule for our community.
That's
It may
correct.
not be the same in Lexington or
That's
Louisville.
correct.
It's whatever their ordinances are.
It's
Whether
a local municipal ordinance, so
Yeah.
it would be either city, county, but ours, of course, is just city. And they're different. They're all going to be different. Some of them can mirror each other because sometimes we might call another city or email another city and say, "Hey, can you share your
Get advice.
ordinance for blah blah blah?" And then maybe we might take portions of it, or people
Yeah.
call us too and say, "What's your ordinance for this?"
kind of
And-
how do y'all handle this situation that we bring into?
So
Yeah.
and it's good if it's if it's a municipal government that's kind of the same size as or a city same size as ours, that type of thing.
Yep.
It's really helpful to have that. What do you do?
Right.
And it might not be everything that we want to do, but it could give us some good ideas
Right.
to put in the ordinance. So
So like who's responsible? Like who makes the ordinance a legit legal ordinance? Like who's responsible for that?
So that would be the Board of Commissioners. We would bring the ordinance to them. They have a first reading, which is just somebody would sponsor, one of the commissioners or the mayor would sponsor that first reading. They would discuss it if they have any discussions. Sometimes they don't. The second reading is when they, vote for whether they want the ordinance or not.
That makes sense. So what about, I guess explain more about like the public process, how it gets established. Like, I guess, like, do we just have a problem and we have to find a solution? Does the public bring about, complain about something, or like we need to set this? Or how does an ordinance normally, what's the beginning stages? Where does it come from
So
normally?
it could be, I'm sorry. It could be the public having an issue and coming in and speaking in meetings, bringing it to staff's attention, or it could be staff talking in general about something that we feel like is a problem and that we want to bring forth to the Board of Commissioners. Or it could be the Board of Commissioners, one of them say, "Hey, this is becoming an issue. Can we do an ordinance for this?"
Yeah.
And then we would bring it to them.
It's a good solution to things. It's a good way to solve things.
It is, definitely.
How's it different from like just a basic policy, like we have in-house policies here, or like a law, like the police would enforce? What's the difference?
So actually, an ordinance is a law. Our policies would be internal policies.
Right.
So an ordinance would be a law that would be for the entire city of Frankfort.
Yeah.
And once it's codified, which I think we're going to talk about too, once it's codified, then it does become a law. Yeah.
So ordinances, like citizens should abide by policies or things that are internally maybe just you and I, city employees, depending on the type of
Right.
policy, it may be just something that we have to do as
That's
employees
right.
of the city. And cool, that's neat.
Yeah.
So who, and it gets a little confusing because it is a law. Who enforces it? Like, do the police enforce ordinances? How does that work?
I think it depends on what the ordinance is about, to where who would enforce it. You know, if you're, say it's for tall grass, that's code enforcement. You know, if somebody calls to complain on tall grass, which is in our ordinance, that's planning department.
Right.
If it's something related to, there's a car been parked for a long time and it's got expired tags and it's got the wheels and tires are flat, that would be police. So I think it just depends on what issue you're looking at in the ordinance.
How serious or how
Right.
what it's particularly affecting.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And it could be, I mean, it could be anything. It could be absolutely anything. So you would just have to look at the ordinance. And most of the times in the ordinances, it will say who is responsible for enforcing that ordinance. Yes.
Cool.
So,
So let's walk through like how you would read the code. We know because we get updated ordinances, and all of us have to keep them on hand and
Right.
refer to them all the time.
Right.
We have old school books of ordinances that we update, but we also have when it's codified, which means it's kind of official. It goes on our website, right? And it's electronically accessed. So kind of walk everybody through how you would access that or search it, and how you would kind of read the Code of Ordinances, because it can get confusing if you're not doing it all the time.
It can get confusing. So I keep it updated really on a yearly basis. The Code of Ordinances, you're kind of looking back a year. So I just finished up this summer. I did the year 2025.
Okay.
So you send that to the publishing company. They do it, they codify everything, put it in the Code of Ordinances. So it's all up to date, each section, because the ordinances that are being codified are the ones that were approved by the Board of Commissioners that year.
Right.
So that has to be incorporated into that Code of Ordinances.
Yeah.
So we have the code that's on the website. I keep it updated. So all you have to do is go onto the Code of Ordinances. It's broken down by chapter. You may not know exactly where what you're looking for is in a chapter, but you can search within that chapter, within the section, and then there's chapters within a section.
So you could search like a word, you know.
You could search a word that would pull up.
Tall grass.
Yep.
You can put it in there and see
Put
what
it
the
in there.
regulations or
Yes.
rules are for tall grass or
Animals, you know,
chickens or whatever.
whatever you want to search for, you can pull it up, and then it should refer you to that specific ordinance, or there might be a couple of times that it's through the Code of Ordinances. So you would just have to look to see exactly what you're looking for, and then I also have on the website the non-codified, which are the ones we're currently doing. So those are listed, and I do have copies too. So if you click on them, you can actually see a copy of the ordinance that was just passed. And that's on the website as well. And I have the number, the ordinance number, and I have just a brief description of what it is.
Yeah, so they kind of know what's coming.
That's what's coming. So that's what we're doing right now.
And there's anticipation that will be officially approved.
But it is a law. It's a law already. Once the Board of Commissioners adopt it and I get it published, it's a law from there.
Cool.
So even the non-codified's a law, but it has to be codified for the next year. So it's a yearly thing that you update everything.
And so residents can access the code anytime.
Yes, anytime.
Anytime they want to.
It's online. It's on our website.
What do they do if they still can't figure it out?
If you can't figure it out, call me or email me. If you'd rather do email, I can
C Maxwell at frankfort.ky.gov.
Yep. And just email me. I can look it up. Tell me what you want. I can look it up for you. I can email it back to you. I could mail it back to you, whatever you'd like. But I've done that several times for people. Sometimes it can be a little hard to navigate. So if you have issues, you just need to let me know.
Yeah.
And I'll look it up and take care of it for you.
Yeah.
So,
that's good.
yeah.
This is kind of just like your opinion question.
Okay.
Why should the average Frankfort resident care about the Code of Ordinance? Why should they have, why should it be important to them?
Well, I mean, I feel like it should be important. It's passed. They've been passed throughout the years, and these are laws that affect citizens of the city of Frankfort.
Right.
So if you want to be engaged in city government, you can look at the Code of Ordinances, or if you're just searching for something.
Right.
But I feel like it would be important to them because it is a law. And they may not want to necessarily complain about something, but they may just want to look up something.
Can residents participate in the process? Like making the ordinance?
They can.
How can they do that?
So if they want to come to a meeting, they could, if they want to suggest something, or if they have seen an ordinance on an agenda that they're questioning, they're not quite sure about it. We have citizens' comments at the beginning of each meeting.
Okay.
The Board of Commissioners meetings, they can come, they can speak for 5 minutes, so they could bring up a new idea, something that they have that that they want to do, or they could also say, I could see this ordinance on your agenda. I want to know a little. Can you explain a little bit more about it?
Right.
What I don't agree with it, or I want more information on it.
So the Board of Commission, like official meetings, are on our website, on the city website, on the calendar, so you can find when they're scheduled, 3 or 5. Normally on Mondays, second and fourth.
It's the second, fourth Mondays. Yes.
And they can come to any of those at the beginning of the meeting. So you got to be there on time. At the beginning of the meeting, there's citizen comment sections.
That's
so
right.
That's the best time to kind of express your opinion to mayor, commission.
You can do it that way, and if you're not comfortable with that, you could always email. You can always email staff.
And you'll pass it along to them.
And I can pass it along to them, or staff, Jason, which is city manager, Laura, which is the city attorney. We can all kind of gather our thoughts together and get back to the citizen.
Yeah.
If it's something, well, we're not sure right now, we're going to talk to the board, or however they'd like to do it. They can email, they could come in and talk to somebody.
And the city website's great. So like all the staff is listed on there. I know, and all of our contact information.
Yes.
So it's specific to a certain area, whether it's streets or parks or whatever, you're welcome to email that staff as also and ask them. And,
of course.
And we communicate with you, and we can figure it out from that way too.
And sometimes I'm the liaison between staff and the board sometimes, to kind of get everybody in touch with each other. But citizens can get involved and they should be involved if they're concerned about a particular issue. They want to bring that up. Then I think it's great that citizens get involved.
Have an opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
I think you already answered this, but how often are ordinances updated? Does it count when you do it yearly, or like I know ordinances can be on any agenda. Do those just accumulate, or
so after every agenda, I have to number them and get them published. So then from there, I just keep them added to the website. Those are the non-codified.
But they're still they're still a law. After the board approves it.
After the board approves it and I publish it, they're still a law. That's when it goes out on the website.
So they're updated however often we have a commission meeting. If there's an ordinance on the agenda.
That's correct.
And that's a public document too, so people can access the agenda and see the ordinance?
Yes. So you can see what the ordinance is about. It'll give you the title and summary. If you want more information, you can always contact me. And I can even send you a copy of the ordinance if you'd like. Yeah. But and then as we said, the Code of Ordinances is updated on a yearly basis.
Okay.
And we're always a year behind.
Cool. So if Frankfortians have questions about cracking the code, they need to see you. Email you, call you.
Yes.
Find Chermie.
Right.
Give her some time to get back to you.
Right. Yeah.
She's a busy lady.
Some days.
If she doesn't answer you that day, give her a little bit of time. She's got a lot going on.
I do try to answer everybody, but.
Thanks so much for doing this with me today. You have anything else you think people should know, citizens should understand? And it's a crazy, confusing process, but it gets the job done.
It does get the job done, and I know it is crazy, but I just encourage people to reach out if you don't understand, and I can help you the best I can.
We want you to be involved, and we want citizens to understand their government.
Of course. We want citizens to call or come talk to us or email. I'm always responsive by email if you don't get an answer the first day, which I do strive to do, but if not, I will get back to you. Yes. I get a lot of emails too, so.
Yeah, she'll get back to you.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my favorite part of the show. We do this. It's Frankfort Rapid Fire. Okay. So as a fellow Frankfortian, we want to hear some of your takes on the town.
Okay.
So no business. This is just fun right now.
Okay.
This is fun right now. When I say go, I'll ask you a question. You give me the first answer that comes to mind. You can explain if you want to, but you don't have to. But we kind of get to see an inside view of what Chermie thinks about Frankfort.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Favorite dinner spot in Frankfort?
Honestly, I love Lenny's.
Oh, I do too.
I grew up.
Back.
It was way back. It was Pasquale's.
Yeah.
Years ago. My favorite, when we came back from Florida, that's one of the first places we went to. And I couldn't believe it was all the same. Like the food tasted
Yeah.
exactly the same I remembered as a kid.
Yeah.
You know, and of course, my husband and son had never had it, but it's just one of those places. I just love it.
I think everybody
It's-
that's a real Frankfortian
it
has had Lenny's.
Yes, I
Or
think so.
Needs to have
Oh,
Lenny's.
it needs to.
Yes.
If you haven't had Lenny's, you need to go have a stromboli.
Mine is stuffed shells and garlic bread.
Okay. Well, okay, but mine's a stromboli. I'm not.
We
I'm
love
not
us some
switching.
Lenny's, clearly.
I do love some Lenny's.
Shout out
so,
to Lenny's. Okay.
yes.
Your favorite, this is a hard one. Your favorite city ordinance. Oh my.
So the only thing I could come up with, because there's so many, I was thinking the administrative section of the ordinances, which lays out the city clerk's responsibilities.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's helpful for you,
I
isn't
mean,
it?
it's helpful for me. But
That's helpful for you. That's a hard one.
That's the best thing.
I
can
did not
come
make
up
these
with.
questions,
Yeah,
by the way.
okay.
These favorites, don't blame on me.
Okay, I'm not.
This next one may be harder. You better tread lightly with this one.
Okay.
What is your favorite city department? I am the deputy director for the Parks Department.
Right.
Just shouting out.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to say city manager department.
I'll give it to you.
Because that's the department that I'm in.
Yeah.
So I just have a lot of favorites. And actually, all departments are my favorites. I mean, I work with everybody. So.
Like your children, you have no favorites.
yeah, it's like
right?
all my kids. I
Yeah.
mean,
And to be honest, out of college, when I met you, I started in the city manager's office, and so I have a soft spot too.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
I'm right
City
there with you.
manager's a really great,
Yeah.
great place to be.
Favorite season in Frankfort?
Well, you'll kill me, but I'm going to say fall.
That's okay.
Because I
We'll
love
still be friends.
I love the changing of the leaves.
I do like fall, but
and
I struggle with the cold.
I know. Well, I stay cold most of the time, but then I can pull my sweaters out and my boots out and all that
Yeah.
stuff, and
It
I don't know, it just
it
makes
is
me
a good
happy.
atmosphere. The leaves and the
it makes me
atmosphere
happy.
and the
Fall makes me happy.
pumpkin spice
Yes.
and all the stuff.
Yes.
Okay, funniest city hall memory. You've been here a little while, so you got to think back.
Yeah,
What's
I
the
know.
funniest one?
I have to think more recent though, because
And watch what you say.
I'm too ancient, or my granddaughter says I'm classic.
Yeah, you
I'm not
are.
old, I'm classic.
You're classic.
So, I have to say it was the city manager and assistant city manager dressed up at our Christmas luncheon, and they dressed up as the Wet Bandits from Home Alone.
was
and
the
they
best.
looked so much like
Scarily
them.
looked the part
They
really well.
looked the parts really well.
They look like
And
criminals.
they did. And it was just great.
It was
They-
hilarious.
They really put a lot of thought and effort into their costumes and stuff. And it was great.
We should sit down and write a book for like city hall memories. It would be so
Well-
entertaining.
The city attorney always jokes that she has started a book when she first started. It's called Capital Punishment. So anytime something crazy happens, she's like, "Let's go on in my book."
She's going in her book. Or we need like a reality show.
Oh my! I don't know if they wouldn't believe it.
Oh, they get sucked in.
They
It would
would
be a
get sucked in.
Netflix documentary.
It would definitely be a Netflix documentary.
Oh, geez. Okay, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me.
Thank you.
We'll catch you again next week on the City of Frankfort podcast. Don't forget to follow City of Frankfort podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and make sure you subscribe to our show feed on Podbean or wherever you get your podcasts. Get weekly episode notifications. Thanks.
Thank you.
Speak up, reach out, go vote, show out.
From your neighbor to city